Tell that nigga to make sure I fit the budget. Fuck his schedule, nigga, talking about your budget. Yeah, I'ma need that check, so nigga, cut it. Gotta spend that money if I'm what you wanted. Ayy, tell that nigga to make sure I fit the budget. Fuck his schedule, nigga, talking about your budget. Yeah, I'ma need that check, so nigga, cut it. Gotta spend that money if I'm what you wanted. Ayy, I'ma make him spend his last. Gotta spend the cash, talking about that green. Yeah, I'm eating all my spinach fast. Yeah, I'm gonna tax, cause he only wanna eat my ass. No, I never lack, run up some stacks and then I do the dash. Time is money, but niggas who play me, I need my residuals. He say that he love me, I know he don't mean it, just tryna get physical. Just run me my check, and we cool little daddy, ain't gotta be difficult. And no disrespect, but if you ain't running the bands, I ain't tryna chill with you. Make sure I'm on payroll, I'ma need my pesos. He gon' do it if I say so. He tryna build like some Legos, know what bitches hot like Fuego. Made his baby mama lay low, got that nigga by the tail. He tryna give me his well, ayy. Tell that nigga to make sure I fit the budget. Fuck his schedule, nigga, talking about your budget. Yeah, I'ma need that check, so nigga, cut it. Gotta spend that money if I'm what you wanted. Ayy, tell that nigga to make sure I fit the budget. Fuck his schedule, nigga, talking about your budget. Yeah, I'ma need that check, so nigga, cut it. Gotta spend that money if I'm what you wanted. Ayy.
Guess who coming? Looking like a meal, call me entree drumming. Shorty so fine, they handed me a summons. Cops ask questions, keep your mouth closed like you're humming. Stupid on the beat, you know your girl stay dumbing. Flow out of control, so they gotta fix the plumbing. If I'm throwing shots, it's the wreck how I'm coming. I was never 6 man, bitch, we don't do the subbing. Whoever really wanna start it up, I'ma shut it down. Quick to get straight to the point, ain't no running around. Nigga, throw me any beat, promise I'ma gun it down. Get this shit 100 rounds, see how I'm coming now? Who say they got the fattest knot on the block? This a privilege, I should be charging you to watch. Now I got all eyes on me like I'm pocking. That's raising up the stock, so I will never stop. Shorty, you don't get no respect, and that's all bad. And you wonder why? Look at your past. You a dirty hoe with your dog ass. You don't got class, bitch, with your hall pass. Gotta have your own nigga, I don't do the needy. Eat with your mouth full, you could be greedy. Thing like Fiji, you gon' need a squeegee before you drown. It's a man down like Riri.
Look, what's free? I don't know, but the shit costs. Fuck around trying to get right and you get lost. I'm from the X where it's easy to get crossed. Type to find you, then line you and dip off. It's that big boss chatter, these rappers ain't really bout it. 2019 to take over, oh yeah, I doubt it. They want the clout when I'm only trying to get clouted. Overnight track by the feds, tell them rerouted. Met a pioneer, said I had no fear. Then I disappeared, made the vision clear. I ain't go nowhere, shed a tear for the fallen. They watching, but they ain't here. Flow is rare, and the name is still something to be revered. Yeah, no competitors, verses never be regular. They land lines, my bars tower like cellulars. Talk to my brother like why you stressing her. Fucking bitches the reason they thinking less of her. You ain't gon' settle down while you settle her. She got the answers and still tryna be testing her. Now her body your target, they got a sketch of her. Soon as shorty stick out her neck, you tryna sever her. Ha 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 ha, I'm laughing like HOV. Cold world, both fellas and there's no KOD. Is you shitting me? Nothing free, you pay like you weigh. If I see your feet, let it be. Cop another day, it's okay.
We are live and in color. Wow.
Ladies and gents, everybody out there, once again, thank you all for tuning in to Queens of Battle Rap. Got a nice little amount tuned in right now. Want to give much respect and dedication, consideration, all that good stuff to KCJ, Jazz the Rapper, Shayna Ashley also. Once again, we want to support the artists in all ways, shape, and form possible. Sorry to fuck up on that. But yeah, definitely go out, support the videos, support the music, support the performances. Red Bands, as I said before, has a performance coming up at SOBs on 3/19. Tickets are more so still on sale to my knowledge. Definitely support them in the ring and outside of the ring. I know a lot of people are tuned in because you're looking for those two, New Englanders. They'll momentarily, a few things to more so discuss before the ladies actually call in. Thank you all more so for tuning in, as said before. Just getting into, I guess, starting the show out. Watch the Throne 3, huge event this past weekend. 2-day event. I unfortunately had the privilege of only going to one. I wanted to make it to day 2. I had something very more so important come up. So I couldn't make it, unfortunately. But then when I found out that later on that it actually did happen, not so much that I thought it wasn't going to happen. I was afraid with me getting there late that I was going to miss battles. But I'm told that a lot of battles, I guess, didn't happen on time. So I feel like I probably should have come anyway. So my fault for that. And respect to all the ladies that actually did show. We can get into that conversation more so as well. I didn't attend day 2. Just talking about day 1. Some of the people that were more so there that watched it, give me some feedback, highlights. What did you guys all think? Let's go with some highlights of the event first. Good look for both RX and Torture. And I remember having a conversation with both ladies prior, letting them know like, this is like, you two are two of the newest girls on this card. Some people that don't know who you are, by the end of this, I'm pretty sure that they'll definitely know who you are. Nate Daniels said Couture 2-1. RC said Couture. We confirmed she'll be here. RC said 40 lost clearly. I don't want to get shot, so I'm not gonna say anything.
It was a dope ass event. Shout out to Queen of the Ring. Either way, man. It was a dope event.
I think, what I'm saying?
Had a great time.
It was a great event. I'm definitely not going to take anything from it. I think a couple of the highlights and cool points from that were, as I said before, people that didn't know the new girls, or I don't even want to call them new girls, but they got introduced to some women that they weren't familiar with, such as Cheddar, RX, Torture. I think also for people seeing many of the vets, seeing Farrah, seeing Misfit, seeing Hart, seeing C3, seeing the chicks from Philly that people haven't seen in a minute, not just Zane for performing with her surprise battle, but also seeing, Hazzy and Coco Cakes and fucking, Lady Caution was there as well. Ones from out of town, Nemesis. There were a lot of other women, and I'm probably not mentioning you all, my fault. But, yeah, definitely a great look. Once again, it was good news as well. There's another battle that's coming up in May. You know what I'm saying? So, as said before, I think 2019 for the ladies is actually looking to be a very, very, very good year. A lot of the new girls even took shots at some of the vets, which I love as well because it actually keeps more battles coming in rotation.
And I apologize to all y'all. What happened is we played a KCJ video at the beginning of the show. It's not clickbait. All right, I just changed the thumbnail, but that's crazy if y'all just came for the ass. But we talking about Queen of the Ring, Watch the Throne 3, so it wasn't clickbait. We played a KCJ video. That was KCJ in the video.
Yes.
Then we played a Jazz the Rapper video, and we played a Shayna Ashley video. So anybody that think I don't clickbait over here. I've never done it, never will. So I apologize if y'all think that. But those were it just took the thumbnail right away from the video that we played first. That's all that was. All right. So I apologize. Hopefully y'all stick around. Talk some Queen of the Ring with us on Queens of Battle Rap. So apologize.
Don't necessarily apologize. If y'all want to see some of those cakes, go check out KCJ's video. Budget. Yeah, and we could also play it again. But go check out KCJ's video, Budget. Post baby weight. KCJ looks good in the video.
Yeah.
Let's see. RC, I'm happy for Debo. It was a great turnout. The battle that was messed up, I don't think it was his fault, other than clear communication of expectations to both. Agreed. To be honest, in regards to the whole hustle and twerk, being as though it kind of, I can't call it either way, unfortunately. Yeah. So I wish it had happened, but I can't call it either way. Let me see. As I said before, a lot of shots taken by the new chicks. Hustle's name was mentioned. Farrah's brows were mentioned. The Fab Five, I think K Profit went at all of them. K Profit also came at C3. Tia S was mentioned, I think, by RX. Shuni got called out. I think Jazz and Hart. Don't quote me. Don't quote me. Let's see. I was able to also link up. I thought it was actually, as I said before, a very, very, very dope event. A lot of the artists were able to link up and take pictures with supporters. And for a lot of supporters that actually, that stood out to them big time. Because a lot of times people feel like artists are untouchable or they're big-headed, so shout out to all the women and men in there, the artists who more so, took pictures with the supporters, did blogs, did interviews, all that good stuff.
I had a great time.
I had a cool time. The
in between the battles was probably the worst part because it was taking so long for the next battle to start. But other than that, I was good with all the battles. It was good seeing K Profit. She was cooking. Zan fought back. You know what I mean? It was a good night. Couture versus 40, crazy fucking battle. Even with the mishap, Twerk and Miss Hustle still was entertaining.
I actually thought it was good as well. Like I said, I can't call that either way.
Mulatto Black
and Cheddar.
People
had said that was going to be battle of the night.
A lot of people are still saying that was battle of the night.
Yeah, so, definitely. Yeah. Definitely a good look. A good look. I think Mulatto was more so. People thought Mulatto was gonna choke. People were expecting Mulatto to fumble. Mulatto got through all of that shit. So gotta respect Mulatto for that. Shout out to Cheddar too. A lot of people underestimated Cheddar as well. Cheddar more so did her thing. One of the best parts or the funniest parts of that event for me, during the time when the hustle and twerk thing was, when they were trying to work out, that situation, I happened to look over to the left, and it was funny because it's all chaotic. People are like, I'm leaving, I'm staying, so on and so forth. And I see Hart, and Hart is just sitting in a chair, ignoring everything around her, just like, getting her medicine ready. And I just thought it was the funniest shit. Like, she's in her own zone. She don't see nothing that's happening. Love it. One low life for me that I hate, and this is going out to everybody. I feel like if you are going to come to a battle, definitely show respect to the artists. There were people who weren't in favor of, one artist over the other. So while one was rapping, the one that they didn't like, you're talking in the middle. People near you can't hear the bars. You may not like this person. It's just not time to more so heckle. A couple of battles, and it's probably my fault for standing in the same spot, but a couple of battles were more so ruined where I'm like, I'm just going to have to wait for the footage to drop because I can't hear shit. People want to make it their comedy hour. So, respect the artists. Like, yeah, don't be biased. Just respect the artists. Like, let them do their thing. Let them get their shit out. It's just not your time. We're not watching you. We're watching them. I also feel like going forward, which I've never done, but I'll make sure to stand in a different spot as well. I kind of stood behind Babs and Vague. Wasn't a good spot. Go to what some of the people are more so saying. RC Hustle fucked up the event with her diva shit. Not the event, but the battle. Snag 1982. Miss Hustle is not battling Queen of the Ring no more. I'm just letting you know. Is that for certain? Because I think we've heard that before, and I think that they kind of got over that, and she came back. So hopefully, that'll more so happen again. Act like nothing. Where's Tori? Tori actually just posted something, I think, online on Instagram. So she's around. She's active in terms of her being on the ring. Unsure. I know while there, I heard her name mentioned. I think it was like when they asked the question, like, who do y'all want to see battle such and such? Somebody said Tori's name. I thought I also heard that Tori was coming back. I'm not going on record quoting shit because I don't know that to be for certain. Let's see who else. Prince Omer Hakeem from Zamunda. Miss Hustle was late because she was getting her navel hairs perm.
That's funny.
Tax season. Navel hairs perm. Nate Daniels, Tory versus Jazz. Good luck. Would love it for it to happen. Can't speak on it.
It's one of those ones that probably would take as long as it took us to get 40 in Couture.
That's a question that I actually have for them. Like, do you feel that this was a battle that should have happened some time ago, or do you feel like this was perfect timing for it? And I kind of feel like it could go either way. It's great that it happened now, only because it's more so where, that card, you know what I'm saying? It bought out people. And I think that the next card is going to bring out even more people. So I feel like, on that sense, that it definitely was more so a good thing. Tory versus Jazz, be real. That was one I think that was supposed to happen a long time ago. Just hasn't. You said Jazz 2-1. Thumbnail brought me here. What's thumbnail?
I changed the thumbnail now.
Was it thumbnail KCJ?
It was, but it should show Queen of Battle
This
Rap
is
now.
Queens of Battle Rap, not King of Diamonds.
That's a fact.
Yeah, Queens of Battle Rap, not King of Diamonds.
No, actually, I think what I put up 40 versus Couture thumbnail.
Is it thumbnail? Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. E-Hart got called out by Couture, even though Hart still trying to find a way out that battle. You think Hart is trying to find a way out of that battle, RC? Good afternoon, Miss VA Finest. Let's see. Nate Daniels, I'm happy Mulatto ain't choke. I'm happy that Mulatto didn't choke either. I think people really thought Mulatto was going to choke, and she did her thing flawlessly. Both of them. I wish, Cheddar's voice wasn't fucked up, but both of them, dope performance. The video is Jergens Lotion approved. There you go. Let KCJ know that you approve of her video, and let her know where you saw it first.
Yo, yeah, and I'll keep apologizing, man. I didn't know it was gonna take that. I've been trying to change the thumbnail, and the thumbnail is not changing. So I don't know why the thumbnail is not changing. I changed it, but hey, for those that came here under that, I'm glad that you're still here. Shit.
Like I said, King of Diamonds. We don't have that. Let me see. Also, I guess with the event as well, very glad no fights. Even though I saw like a couple of incidents where I thought that a fight was more so going to happen, there was no fight. So I respect more so everyone and everybody for that. T7M Radio, always a pleasure, man. Support that man as well. Go check out, a lot of his content. It's funny, T7M Radio. Let me tell you, I actually saw Miss Petty, and I actually went up to her, introduced myself, and let her know that I actually knew who she was based on an interview that you did. I think I might have told you that, but I just wanted to let you know that more so as well.
Yeah, shout out to you, Seven Mitchell. Appreciate you tuning in, brother, and supporting. I see you, man. Appreciate the love, brother.
Daniels, first time someone had info on Couture before he reached with the IG angle. What else did y'all get at battle? 40 Couture. Talk about the other battles. Who y'all have winning? RX Torture. Who do y'all have winning? Let's also talk about Cheddar Mulatto. Who do y'all have winning? Let's also talk about K Prophet and Zan. Who did y'all give it to? Dope surprise battle. Good look for Zan. Good look for K Prophet. K Prophet came back. You know what I'm saying? There were people. I actually heard somebody say that they didn't even know who K Prophet was. But I kind of feel like, how can you be a part of this movement or say that you follow the women and you don't know who K Prophet is? So I feel like if you don't know who K Prophet is, I think you just kind of need to go back in general and do some research on other females that battle rap as well. RC K Prophet definitely won. So we got Prophet. RC says I got Torture Edge in 2-1. Nate Daniels RX 1. Ms. VA Finest Torture. That battle is actually going to be released soon. And what I think is dope about that with RX and Torture, you know what I'm saying, is that I've heard it both ways. I've heard Torture got it. I've heard RX got it. And I see nothing but, the best from both of them. So good job, ladies. I was super impressed with Queen of Rim dropping a battle so soon. Jay versus Charisma. Definitely.
That was That was dope. And yo,
Definitely.
that was a good battle. And fucking Jade went off.
The funny part about that is when I saw that they had the 2 cards, I said to myself, I wonder why Charisma isn't on one of these cards, because Charisma has actually been kind of cooking lately. You go past, like, go down her resume. Her name is like one of them popular buzzing ones or whatever. I think she did an interview somewhere else recently. I didn't tune into it, but I do know a little bit about her work. So I was actually mad as hell that I didn't get to see her battle in person, but from what I'm hearing, it definitely was a good battle. Couture 3-0 or 2-1 if you want to be empathetic. Why do you give Couture a 3-0 or 2-1? Nate Daniel was mad Jada didn't get to spit. Yeah, many are. Not to say that Jada won't be able to spit May 4th. You know what I'm saying? Jada right now is a little under the weather. You know, season's changing around here. But she definitely more so sends her love. You'll see Jada spit, just probably, you know, not against. It didn't happen, but yeah. 2-1 snag 1982 either way. Either way for which one? You can tell Jada was ready. RC, I think Jada was definitely more so ready. And although there wasn't a face-off between the 2 of them, I think the back and forth between the 2 of them on Facebook really had people anticipating on actually viewing that battle. You know, that's not the first battle, I'm sure, for either lady that was supposed to go down that didn't. I'm pretty sure more will be to come. But yeah, I was one of the disappointed ones that battle didn't take place. I think it definitely would probably have been second battle of the night, if not better than Mulatto and Torture. I meant Mulatto and Cheddar. Not saying that, you know, they had battle.
Yo, that was a fire-ass line about 40 being a dope girl. Hard to remember her lines.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah. That shit, the McDowell shit.
Crazy.
You know, I like the whole Coming to America reference.
So what about 40? Did 40 say any nice things?
40 did say nice shit as well.
I'm fucking with you.
Oh, okay. You're making it like I'm biased. No, 40 did say nice shit as well. I can't remember any of it. I do know the kid thing. You know, where she came at you know, the daughter with the modeling and being bald headed. That shit. I can't remember what else. But what I did like with both ladies performing, Couture, I always say Couture has this fucking poker face. I think Couture has one of the best poker faces in fucking battle rap.
Facts.
She has one of the best
no
poker
reaction.
face. None. You know what I'm saying? And if anything, you know, she may make a comment, you know what I'm saying, or something like that, and people are like, nah, she got you out of character. It's actually not the first time that Couture has done that. When Couture had battled, I think, Tory, there was something along the line that said, what the fuck did she say? Couture had said something along the lines of, not Couture. Tory had said something about fucking Charlie or some shit like that. I forget. But I think she said something like the ex was in the background or you were going to be angry or some shit like that. And Couture was like, no, I wasn't. That's the only reaction that she more so gave. Same thing with 40. Couture, best poker face. In terms of 40, what I like about 40, there was more so a confidence. Even though people can say, like, I don't really think she stumbled. I think if people are talking and they kind of get tongue twisted, people kind of take that as a stumble.
Yeah, they be reaching like a mother.
Yeah, are you choking? You choking? It's like,
hard
damn.
to do what they do and, you know, without, you know, periodically something like that might happen because you need water or whatever. So it's like, relax. Even sometimes when people say chest choke, there's been a few times where he wasn't choking. Like, he literally was choking. You know what I mean? Like, his throat was dry and he, you know, looked like he getting ready to heave up something.
Right.
You know, but, yeah, God bless battle rap fans, man.
Right.
Some of them just too damn hard and too critical, man.
Yeah.
I know damn well I can't get on that stage and do what they do.
Could I? I'm not an artist, but do I think that I could? If you give me prep time, I think I could. If you give me, as they state, they get them, you know, a good 2 months or some shit like that. I don't know. I want to say that shouldn't fuck up, but probably.
I guess it's easy to write it. The hard thing is to get in front of somebody and say it, and then have to stand there and have somebody saying, you know, all in your face, and I couldn't do that. God, no motherfucker all up in my face like that without me wanting to knock them the fuck out.
I would just be. I know if they see. I feel like the hardest part for me would be wanting to more so react, but at the same time, with me wanting to react, I'd be more so worried about like forgetting my shit. So I would just have to let you go ahead and do what you want to do because I know that I would stumble and I would fuck up. Furthermore, 40 talked all types of shit about being more experienced, battling 22 more times in Couture. She said this battle would be debatable. At worst, she didn't prove she was more polished. Nate Daniels, this is shit I didn't want y'all to see. I was flushing twice. I don't know, 40 was clumsy as fuck. She kept stumbling every round. Why do you think 40 was it stumbling or was it just being tongue tied? Is a tongue tie a stumble to y'all? Why did it take so long in between the battles? Nate Daniels. Very good question. That I don't have the answer to. However, sometimes I kind of, I, for what it's worth, I kind of do feel a little fucked up for Debo because I feel like if shit goes well, you're not going to praise a motherfucker when shit goes well for the most part. But if shit fucks up, you know what I'm saying, then it's like everybody's kind of blaming him, even if it's the artist, so on and so forth. So I kind of feel, you know, a little bit of sympathy to him in regards to that. A lot of it
was with the artists. A lot of artists weren't there. You know, the ones that were, I think he, you know, went ahead and got the battle started. So, because 40 wasn't there. Couture or 40 wasn't in the building all night like a Jada Ray was or like a K Prophet was. You know, they came later in the evening. Hustle wasn't in the building. Twerk was there early. Twerk was there hanging out. So, yeah, I think probably a little bit of Queen of the Ring and a little bit of the battle rappers.
Gotcha. Okay.
I would think so.
Right. Do you guys think that the artists should be there more so? If the event is set to start at 2 o'clock or doors are open at 2, should the artist more so be there at 2 or should the artist be given a time slot? And within that time slot, like if I'm supposed to perform at 5, I got until about maybe 4:30 or so to get there. Or should the artist just be there at 2 o'clock? Because for some people, if you're not battling until about 8 o'clock and you got to be there until 2, you know, I can get it either way. I guess because you...
That's Goonie. C3's a Goonie, Nate. All right, so I think he just tried to come in here and something happened.
I think they should be given a time slot. Okay, a time slot. So with the time slot, RC, do you feel as if though they should be there at 2 o'clock? The advantage, I think, of being there once the event starts is, for whatever reasons, if a back out happens, then they can actually get boosted up. Or should they just remain at that time slot? Is he coming in? I think they should stick to the time slot. Mentally, I don't know that they could really warm up for the rounds if they're just hanging around that too. Okay. So then what would that do? Fans be trying to get pictures. People be trying to get interviews. Okay, got it. So then in RC, I'm not knocking what you're stating, but let's just say that you were an artist. Me and you were more so set to battle, and we were going to be battling at 6 o'clock, and a person that was battling at 5 o'clock more so couldn't show up. What should happen more so within that interim? Should it just be, you know what I'm saying, the space? Or should we just wait until our designated time? I'm not knocking what you're saying. I think it's a dope idea. Maybe, you know, some leagues can, you know, look into that. So you're able to see on your end. I mean, I don't have to see, but
Nod your head if you can hear me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, give me a minute. Let me see about transferring you over here. All right.
Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Trying to get you on the screen. So, yeah, we just got to get the visuals. So what I've actually decided to do, being as though, you know, there's a huge Queen of the Ring following, was to more so invite one of the members from the Queen of the Ring debate page to just kind of give their opinion side based on the event, how they think it went, highs, lows, just more so repping the brand. So right now you can actually hear him as far as the audio. We're working on the visuals, but you can go ahead and more so introduce yourself.
What's going on? This is Trevor. Can you hear me?
I hear you. You can...
Okay, yeah, this is Trevor Michaels. How you doing?
Not a problem. So in regards to the event, what went well for you in regards to the event?
I actually enjoyed the event. All the battles, K-Profit and Zan, Torture and RX, Mulatto and Cheddar, you know, Couture and 40, that right there was what I paid my ticket for, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then Hustle and Twerk, everything went down good. It was just like a few mishaps that I'll sit up there and say that I wish that would worked out kind of like before.
Mm-hmm.
That would have made it just go that much more smoother. I was watching the show a minute ago and I seen that you said, should the ladies have like a time slot to be there? I think that right there really would work.
You feel like a time slot would more so work?
Yeah.
So what would happen in the interim, just like when I had asked RC, so I'll use you as an example. If me and you were more so battling and we were supposed to battle at 6 o'clock, and let's just say Jada and Don were supposed to battle at 5, and, you know, Cheddar Mulatto shit ended at like fucking, you know what I'm saying, 4:45. Should we more so then be bumped up, or should we just remain at our time slot?
I think if both the ladies are there, yeah, they should be bumped up. I mean, you got to think about it like this too. I mean, I've been to many events, and I've heard Debo complain about the time. You know, you know, you got to keep your boys down because you know you need to get the footage. You know, because he's kind of trying to like rush to make sure that he gets everything that he needs. So if he can actually do that, and I'll say get certain things running like that, everything will be a little bit more smoother.
Okay, so who would more so be the one to take the blame? Would it be the artist? Would it be Debo? Would it fall more on the league owner? Is it equal?
That I really can't say who it would particularly be on, for the simple fact you do have the artists, you know, they come when they want, you know, they like the free roaming, I guess I'll say like that, but you can't really put it all on Debo because you just can't. Unless it was something put in play already where you can sit up there and say that they had to be, you know, ready at a certain time. And if they're not there at that time, then yeah, something should be done about that.
Okay. What else for you could have been done to make the event go from a 9 to a 10?
A 9 to a 10.
Because I know one of the things, I guess, that I recall you stating, I guess, was just that gap.
Yeah, that right there was a big thing. I'll sit up there and say, like, the waiting time, since there's really not that much to do, you're really only able to talk to people, you know, mingle and interact. But that right there can only be good for so long. So it's like, I already work 12 hours standing up daily. So it's like coming to an event where something was supposed to have been over an hour and a half prior, and then you're still standing up. It kind of just like, it makes your body tired a little bit. That's it.
Gotcha.
But other than that, I'll sit up there and say, if the time management was a little bit better, and I'll say the time with Hustle and Twerk, if that right there was worked out, I don't think that you would really have too many bad things to say about the event.
Okay. Okay. It's all right. It's all right.
You can see him on the screen, right?
Yeah, I see him.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Let me see. 40 taking so many battles to get out of the shelter. Nate Daniels. In regards to you being on the Queen of the Ring debate page, one of the hugest things that, you know, I've heard other people say in terms of broadcast and things like that, the biggest thing that they're worried about in regards to booking the ladies is always they're worried about fights. The women are emotional, so on and so forth. And I know that you take part in that page. The content that's more so put up on that page, is it generally just kind of playful banter, or is there a possibility that when these chicks meet up, that they're really gonna possibly fight?
I can sit up there and say it should be like a playful, playful type, but you really can't sit up there and say, women are emotional. So it's like, you may be able to catch somebody who can be able to play with you in a certain way, and then you may not be able to catch that same person or somebody else, doing the same thing. It may not work like that. So I can sit up there and say, for the most part, they do joke a lot. Mm-hmm. I know I joke a lot within the page, but that's all would it be from my end. I really can't really speak on too much about a lot of other people, because the page, they do get a little bit crazy at times, so.
Do you think that the joking on the page, it becomes a little difficult only because things are more so written, and a lot of times you may type something, if I'm reading it, I may take it the wrong way, and things get lost in translation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that happens a lot too. Yeah, but then it's like a lot of people, they just they want to be funny to everybody else, and it's like you're trying to use somebody else's expense to make a joke. Like I just seen something in the page recently, where they posted something of somebody like footwear, and it just wasn't, like I said, I came in on the picture and I joked a little bit, but once I found out who it was, I just said, it's not right. I just thought that it was something that they found off the internet. They were putting it into the page, and they were just trying to make jokes, but I didn't actually know that it was an actual person from inside the page, who they were trying to make fun of, and it just wasn't cool for me.
So you changed your opinion when you found out that it was somebody that I
didn't change my opinion. I still thought that it was funny to an extent, but I didn't go into the joke that much more once I found out it was somebody that. So
not change your opinion, but you just didn't.
Yeah, I stopped joking after that, I'll say. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Do you find that page to be productive to the culture and the brand?
It could be. But I can sit up there and say a lot of them don't use it for what they should use it for. The reason why I came to the page is I love female MCs. So it's like, I want to be able to get their music, get a little bit of their personal life, not too much, to get the actual, just to be able to know them just a little bit more. Mm-hmm. That's the reason why I was brought to the page.
Okay.
But a lot of them, they don't use it for what it's supposed to be. Even sometimes when the battles come out, a lot of them really don't promote like that. And then I'll even say like this too, like I'll give Don Lady for an instance. I can't really speak on exactly what happened with her and Jada Ray's battle that night, but the entire, I'll say, month before the battle, Don Lady she basically was trolling Jada. So it's like, now when the battle comes, it's a no-show. So just certain things, it can be used for a good thing, and it can be used for not good at certain points.
Gotcha. So here's the thing. I know Don has gotten a lot of flack for that. Do you feel that that's Don's fault, or do you feel like it was one of those situations where when it happened with Couture and she was like, Debo knew about my tooth and yada, 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 yada in advance?
Yeah. I'll kind of sit there and say something wasn't right, for the simple fact inside the page. She even made like a post a few days prior, that, she's not going to be battling Jada. We all thought that she was trolling once again, but then when the day actually happened, and then they said that she had a media emergency or something like that, we were all just like, like it just didn't pan out right. It didn't seem right.
All right. So who did you give the wins to?
The wins, I'll say, from the first battle, K Profit and Zan, I'll say I gave it to K Profit 2-1. Yeah.
Next
Torture
battle,
and
R.S.
R.S.
Torture. Yeah.
Yeah, that right there was another good one. I'll say I kind of edged it to Torture, RX had some shit too.
Okay.
I'm not gonna deny that she did. Cheddar and Mulatto was like battle of the night. Like they were barking on each other, like barking. Yeah. Let me see.
Couture and 40.
One other thing that I'll sit up there and say that
Sure.
kind of like I enjoy the events, but I think you touched on this a little while ago as well too about the people when we come there to actually see the battles. They kind of like overshadow the battles with the talking throughout the battles and just certain things like that. That's another thing that I'll sit up there and say, I'm not sure how they can maybe work on that because, you know, you really can't control your crowd like that to an extent. But that's something where I can say I've noticed over the years, it may kind of like mess with the battlers when they're trying to actually get the material out.
Do you, and the thing about it is that I feel like for the most part, in some ways, it can work in a person's favor. Like, I remember watching some of QB battles, and you would hear, you know, get that nigga Q. There was some girl's voice in the background that would scream, and the audience would die laughing. But some of the people, I'm talking about, like, for example, I'll just state, during RX's whole performance, and it was like every time RX would rap, it was just chat, 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 chat. And it's funny because I was actually near RX's family. Her sister and brother were there. And, you know, we had to look at each other like, yo, this shit is crazy. It was just like a lack of respect. But it didn't stop there. It kept going into other artists, you know what I'm saying, more so as well. And at one point, I thought the solution, or what I thought the problem was more so with that person was just too much of the juice that they were selling. You know, too much alcohol.
Yeah, that plays a part in it as well, too. But people, I'll say like me, when I come to the events, sometimes I like, okay, like say like 40 in Couture. I actually, that right there was like, I'll say the battle that I really wanted to see. Like I really didn't care about any other battles. I wanted to see that one. So if that right there didn't go down, my whole night would have been messed up. So like I actually paid my money to actually just see that one battle. But 9 times out of 10, when I do come to the events, I like to make sure that I interact with the people that are there as well. But with that being said, I don't talk throughout the battles. I don't make noises when, you know, I hear a hot bar. You know, I kind of keep it to myself because I don't want to mess the footage up because I've seen that happen numerous amount of times. You know, and I actually paid my money to actually see them get their shit off. So that's what I want to do. But a lot of them are not like that.
Would seating help? Or do you feel like, no, if they sat down, they would still just be talking and shit?
Yeah. I honestly can't sit up there and say it may be like one thing that you would need to do to actually eliminate that. But yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's like a big thing. But other than that, the event was great.
Okay. So in regards to the Queen of the Ring, more so debate page, if anyone wants to more so be a part of it, what do they need to do?
I'm pretty sure it's a bunch of people in there. So it's like, if you know anybody that's in there, all they have to do is just add you right into it. They add me, I'll be able to add them to the group. Hit me a message if they like to be in it. No issue.
Just 40 on the line, ladies and gentlemen. So wait patiently. Couture is also in the works. Let's see. Nate Daniels, the girl who kept saying hello when Couture was rapping. See, I don't even recall that. I feel like K Prophet could have had better comp. It's embarrassing for her to get Zan. Do you feel like it's embarrassing for her to get Zan, or was that like a good shot per se for Zan? Why would it?
I mean, for Zan, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna try to discredit anybody. Anybody that made it to the ring, I think that they deserve to make it to that ring. Yeah. I don't want to sit up there and try to discredit Zan's pen. She's nice as well too. So it's like K Prophet has been gone for a minute. It was a nice battle to come back to.
Gotcha. And somebody else said, RC said, hold on, no man, he ain't rate 40 versus Couture.
Yeah, that right there was a good one as well too. I'll say I gave that to. I would have to watch that one right there again. I mean, I watched it earlier, and I still can't like call it because I love both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love them both for different reasons.
Right.
And the reasons being, when I watch Couture, she gives me a show. Like
Mm-hmm.
she gives me a show no matter what. And I
Mm-hmm.
said in the page before, I'm not following the ladies or on their pages because everything that they say is somewhat true, you know, just like when I got introduced to Couture from, I'll say that Pat battle, even though I seen Couture before with Cashy Ty, but that Pat battle, it was just like something different how she captivated that room, you know. So I'll sit up there and say when she gives a story, I kind of like pay attention to it. That's the reason why I told you I paid my money just for that battle. Now on 40's hand, 40 is bar heavy. That's the reason why I love her. You know, so it's like I really just wanted to see those styles clash. So it's like I really can't give an exact opinion. I don't want to seem like I'm biased if I say, oh, Couture took it maybe 2-1, or I don't want to sit up there, since I love Couture so much, to sit up there and say, okay, well, damn, 40 got that 2-1. But it's debatable to me. Like I love both of them. I just gotta watch it one more time. I'll sit up there and say before I give it my honest opinion. But they both had some shit. Couture said a line like, this is shit that she don't want you to see. She trying to flush twice. Lost my mind when she said that. But 40 had a couple dope shit as well too. 40 seemed like she was in her mind a little bit. I'm not sure if she was like trying to find her words or she was getting like tongue tied, but something was like kind of like bothering her. I'm not sure if it was like the crowd, because at that time when she was trying to find her words, the crowds was going a little, they were like a little chatty at that time. But other than that, they both got all their bars off. Let me see. 40's third round was a little short, but other than that, I mean, yeah, they gave a great performance, I'll say, from both ends.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. One of the things that somebody else said, Lord Jesus or Lord Jesus, I apologize if I got that wrong, but the battlers need mics. I was there and missed most of Mulatto's bars. I agree. I missed most of everybody's bars. I think mics definitely, that's one of the things I have written down too. I forgot about it, but I think mics would definitely have made it better.
I think they used mics before when like they were at the BB King's restaurant or venue a few years ago, but I'm not sure if they've used it since. But that might help a little bit. Yeah, it might help a little bit.
I think that would actually help, because what it will do is if people are more so kind of talking near you, you know what I'm saying, it'll definitely, you'll hear the artist over the side banter.
Yeah, that might help just a little bit. Yeah.
Well, I want to say thank you, Trevor,
anytime,
for more so tuning in. I said before, I do know that you're a part of that page, just trying to help get the brand backing up. Yeah, thank you for being a part of this.
Anytime.
Right. Have a good one, and hopefully, hope to see you at some of the events in the future.
Oh, you will.
All right, have a good one.
You too.
Okay, Nate Daniels, how does everyone feel about Couture's prop and props in general? Nate Daniels will ask Couture that as well when she gets on the line. Both ladies should be on the line within about the next 10 minutes or so. Eric Keane, it was a good shot for both of them. We haven't seen K Profit in forever. Agreed. I think I was worried that K Profit more so wasn't going to get the love that she deserved based on the time that she's put in, but she was definitely more so welcomed. Good look for her. Good look for Zayn as well. Let's see. I feel like the Coming to America antic, the UR punch started off dope, but it didn't really become hot to me till she got to Daylight. Then the rest of the round was fire. That's so funny. I can't remember a lot of the fucking shit from that. The Coming to America shit was, I liked it. I think both of them more so could have done more. I remember stating that I actually wanted Jada to play off of the antic, where people were saying that she was crazy and shit like that. And in a perfect world, the way that you would go to like Home Depot or some shit and get like a fucking stack of potatoes or some shit. I wanted Jada to come out, you know, like in a straight jacket. You know what I'm saying? Just I wanted her to kind of play off of that. That's just me. The Coming to America fire. The URL was dragging. Eric King, who did you give the win to between 40 and Couture? RC My Hunger said, damn, that bitch is whack. Her second round was flames. Her entire angle was about the jazz battle. I've heard some say that, and more so in 40's defense, that it being about the jazz battle was actually a little whack. It wasn't clever. It was old. 41-2-1 Couture first round. Who should Lotto battle next?
I was like, who the fuck is Lotto?
Yeah.
My Lotto.
Who
I think a lot of saying shit. Lotto. People talk about Lotto now.
Who should Lotto battle next? Official. Mulatto and Gaddis. I really want to see Gaddis back, so I'm trying to give everybody Gaddis. How do y'all feel about the Farrah and Misfit matchup that's going to be coming? Do y'all feel like somebody else should have been chosen? Do you feel like Farrah should have got somebody else? Misfit should have got somebody else? It's a return for both. It's really a huge return for Misfit because we haven't seen her in a while. And also, who do you feel like you're gonna give that to? Eric Ring, great matchup for Farrah. RC, I feel like it's more so the setup to bring Misfit back. Nate Daniels, somebody else. Okay. Eric King, Farrah ain't had a big name in a while. Misfit versus C3, Nate Daniels. Yeah, I think that they both established that they were cool, and that's one that more so wouldn't happen, unfortunately. I'd like Misfit versus C3 as well. It's weird because I feel like with Misfit, I always try to mirror match her, so I need to realize Misfit. I don't want to just put Misfit in a box where it's like AGs. I don't want to put Misfit in a box where it's like I want to see you battle a Latina. I need to just get Misfit with anybody. You know, she's battled heart. She's battle hustle. Her and Official was supposed to go down. Not officially, but that's one battle that I would have loved to have seen. And I feel like for what it's worth, Official, just in my thoughts, not confirmed, but I could definitely see Official coming back. Official needs to return. Official, there's some unfinished business. There were other people that you should have battled before you left. Fit may win 2-1. Farrah's not going to go down without a fight. DeAndre Henson. Misfit need to see C3. King of the AGs. RC. Misfit should battle Couture. They both might entertain and have unique styles and bars. I'd watch it. DeAndre Henson. Fit versus Torvey would be dope in the future. I'd watch that as well. Yeah, there's a lot of swag in that battle between the two of them. RC, and they both got jokes. Lord Jesus. Official versus E-Hart, 3 rounds. I wouldn't mind 3 rounds. I don't really care for 1-rounders. I wouldn't mind Official versus E-Hart, 3 rounds. However, that's one rematch that I don't know if I want to see, but yeah, 3 rounds would be dope. I wish they would have done 3 rounds. Who did you give that win to? Hart versus QB. DeAndre Henson. Hart versus QB, I feel like is one. I think they're cool. I think they're fly. I don't know how personal or how deep it would get, but I think that would be a definite good battle. Yeah, Hart and QB won't ever battle. Yeah. That's one I feel like should happen. Somebody's coming, or you just adjusting? That's all right.
Just waiting for 40 to get situated over there, and she's gonna be tuning in soon. So
yeah, same thing with Couture. I don't want everybody thinking it's fucking clickbait. It's not clickbait.
We didn't title it that. We actually waited to make sure that we got them before we even put it up there.
Right.
They thought we was clickbaiting with the booty.
Yeah.
It's not your beauty. It's your booty.
Did anybody go to the second day? Speak on the second day event. Give those ladies some love as well. you know, speak on those battles. What happened? What took place? What didn't
Panic
take
was
place?
fire.
Who?
Panic. I like Panic.
I would have to look up Panic.
Panic was fire. Jada was fire. I mean, Jade
Jade
was
was fire.
Charisma was fire. Little
Yoshi.
She was fire too, and it was like I wanted to ask her, like I was so tired at the end of that night, but her round was so short. Cause the girl she was supposed to battle wasn't there.
Right.
And then the other girl, damn, who did she battle that night? Damn, she wound up battling.
Was it Lady J or some shit like that?
I think it was Lady J.
Somebody's gonna click that shit in, I'm sure. But go ahead.
Yeah, I think it was Lady J.
Because I think her partner didn't show up either.
Exactly. So they wound up battling each other.
Right.
But Lady J went like 633 minutes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she went for a long time, and then if I remember right, Yoshi didn't. I mean, shit. It sounded like she might have did like 10 bars or 12 bars.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw her in the chat earlier. I meant to shout her out, but
yeah, she's one. You know, I don't, like I said, I'm not into Facebook as much, but her name is always kind of
she be in the chat
and some shit.
Yoshi.
Yeah.
Be in the chat. Shout out to Yoshi.
I need to see who the fuck Panic is. Anybody else know? People usually fill me in. Who's coming up on the next card May 4th? Has anybody or anything else been released? Jay was fire. Shice was fire. I was actually surprised that Shice Raw was actually on that day 2 card.
Shice Raw, she from Philly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was cooking
She's been
too. And
battling
the girl
for a minute.
She was battling was cooking too. Forgot who she was.
Nemesis? Light skinned girl?
Yes,
yeah, from North Carolina.
That was the last battle of the night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they was cooking. That was a good battle too.
How many battles went down day 2?
I don't even remember. It had to be at least like 6 or 7. And then there was another girl, La G? She was from Florida. I'm probably gonna be dropping that like in the next day or 2, but her opponent didn't show up either. So Debo, you know, did the same thing he did with R.S. Introduced her on my camera. Excuse me, and she spit 1 round, which was fire. She said something about no matter how much scent you put on a garbage bag, it's still trash. Some shit. It was crazy. All right. Oh, that's Couture.
Somebody's on the air.
So let me get her in here.
Laji. Yeah, I see it. Tokyo Judy versus Laji. Yeah, I'll look her up.
Laji.
Yeah. E-Heart versus T-Rex. Farrah Misfit. Shayna versus C3. Yes, I'm ready for that.
All right. This is where
that I want to see. Vague told the May card in an interview C3 is battling. C3 actually has a battle coming up versus B.A.R.R.S, I believe the end of this month. I think it's going to be in Milwaukee. Good look for both. Shout out to C3 and B.A.R.R.S as well. I'm going to need to watch the videos the channel drops.
Okay, Couture, if you can hear me, stand by. I don't see you. There you go. Can you hear us, Couture? Just lost her.
She'll be back.
Can you hear us? Couture, can you hear us? I don't know, something's up with the audio. Couture, can you hear us?
If you can hear us, Couture, wave your hands or give a thumbs up or put the crown on.
All right, I think
something.
Do you see something on your phone for the audio for you to turn the audio on?
I think she said she can't hear. You can't hear me?
It's something on her phone.
She's laughing.
You said enable it.
I think she said she can't hear.
How about now?
Still can't hear.
It's something on her phone.
He said it's something on your phone. Check the audio on your phone.
Yeah, it's something on her phone that she didn't turn on the mic. We lost her.
She'll be back.
Yeah, because when it came up, it didn't even show a mic. It just showed her.
Queen of New England. Yeah, C3 versus Shayna. D from PG, if I'm saying that correctly. Yes. That's what it was. I thought I heard Tori's name. Tori versus T-Top. I got a feeling he has to pick her up during that battle. That's probably disrespect for her. Let me take that back. T-Rex versus E-Heart. Nice one. I remember the E-Heart and not E-Heart. Rex and QB was supposed to go down, but didn't. But yeah, T-Rex versus E-Heart. I'm anxious to see that one. I really want to see that C3 versus Shayna.
Text her and tell her that it's something on her.
Yeah, I
phone
did.
That she had to do the audio.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know my man, he called in. That was something. His probably was already lit.
Hart finna body Rex. Hart actually also has a battle coming up the end of this month. Hart has a battle. I think it's in Berlin, New Jersey versus Stewie Newton. I think it's his name. I think it's the 30th or the 31st of this month. But Hart definitely has a battle. If you're in the building, definitely support Hart. It's in the battle. I don't know if it's going to be a pay-per-view event. If you're in the area, support Hart. Hart finna body Rex. Rex has passed his prime, but we'll take it. Who else would you have prefer Hart to battle? RC. Hopefully she don't choke again like she did versus Bad News. Let's see. She may be on the line now. You said the mic is still not on?
Because I only see her video option for video. I don't see the option for the mic. So I don't know if she's got on her headphones or what. No, she don't. It has something to do with that. Ask her, is her phone? Can you? Ask her, is her phone muted?
You want to see her battle B. Dot, DeAndre Henson? I could take that. I know somebody else once said her versus Rum Nitty. I actually would really love to see that. Anyone want to watch battle? Anyone? You can hear her?
Now, right?
Can you hear me?
So, I hear you.
All right, good. I can't see anything now.
She can't see.
It's another option on your phone if you press it. I know.
All right. I got it.
She got it. You can see us?
Yeah, I can
Ladies
see.
and gentlemen, Couture is in the fucking building.
The struggle. That's good.
It's all right. Better late than never.
I gotta try to figure out how to crop her.
Let me ask Couture. Now that the battle is over, how do you feel?
I feel good. I feel good. The feedback from the battle has been great. The supporters have been asking me forever to return.
Right.
So I'm just happy I can make that happen for them. And just having an opponent such as 40 Bars, I think, was a great comeback.
Gotcha.
So I feel good about it.
Okay, so this is an official comeback.
Yeah, I don't know how consistent I'm gonna be, but y'all know I don't battle all the time because I don't have the time to do it. Like, some girls have the time to battle consistently. Right. I don't, but I try to squeeze it in because I do enjoy doing it,
Right. So my questions are gonna go all over the place, but one question that I want to ask is if I were battling you and I'm spitting my shit, or when anybody's battling you, what are you thinking about? Because you have the best poker face in fucking battle rap.
I go in and out. Like, I listen to my opponent, and it just, whatever they're saying just doesn't affect me. I mean, it just doesn't get a reaction out of me. But I go in and out. Like, I'm I'm going over my lines.
Right.
About what I'm about to do. I go back and forth. I'm listening to them, you know.
Gotcha. Respected. One of the best. In regards to 40 bars, did you prepare differently for this battle as opposed to any other battle?
I don't think I didn't prepare any differently. Like I did what I usually do. Like I do my research. I get all the information that I need. I actually just decided this time around to not really use everything I found. Like, I always come with your mama's name, daddy's name, everybody. So I just decided not to use it this time around, but I pretty much prepared the same way.
Okay, gotcha. How do you feel with your performance?
I think my performance was good. I think it could have been even better, but I feel like I didn't get into the proper headspace because I basically had to go into the ring as soon as I walked through the door. So I was going through a lot trying to get out to New York, like stuck in traffic. This was like the craziest day ever. Mm-hmm. And the moment we walked through the door, Debo's, he's all worked up because I guess he had already lost the battle that night.
Right.
So I think he was kind of like, nervous, probably thinking that I guess Hustle wasn't in the building as well. He probably thought that I wouldn't make it. So the moment I walked through the door, it was like, get into the ring. Like, y'all see, I still have my coat on and everything. I just popped right in the ring. So usually I like to get myself into the right mental space. So I wasn't able to do that. But I still think I did a good job.
Okay. A lot of people, I think, feel you more so did a good job. One thing I can say about this battle that I've been hearing, 2-1 in your favor, 2-1 in her favor. Either way you look at it, you know what I'm saying, is people feel very debatable. Good classic that you guys more so delivered.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that. That we gave the fans something that they can debate on. I've been seeing the same a lot of people giving it to me 2-1, and I wouldn't be mad if they gave it to 40 2-1. I think we both put on a good show.
Gotcha. Going into this battle, did you feel that you would have to deliver a lot, being as though you took a lot of time off? Did you feel like an underdog?
Yeah, I felt like somewhat because I watched a lot of the predictions and nobody really had me. Nobody really had me winning from from what I saw. So and I can understand that because I was out the ring for a while, and 40 was being she was consistently battling, but that just kind of pushed me to want to even go harder. I don't think I didn't have any ring rust. Like when I got it didn't feel any different. Like I felt very comfortable hopping back in the ring.
Gotcha.
Hey, Couture, it's Uncle Ra. How you doing, baby?
I'm good. How are you?
Looking good.
Thank you.
So when you first got the call to say, okay, finally you're getting 40 bars, what went through your head? Or did it matter? Like finally, what went through your head?
Well, it was a few names being tossed around. So before I got 40, I had a few names tossed around, but 40 was the name that made me say, all right, yeah, I'm ready to come back because I thought it was a good comeback, being that I was out for a while. Like, why I figured go big? Why not go big?
Yeah, so some people come back for a tune-up.
Yeah, because a lot of people is telling me like, oh, you sure? Like, people around me, you sure you want to go back and go straight in with 40? Because 40's nice. So they were like, you sure you want to go back and take 40 and not start off with someone else? So I was like, no, why not?
Gotcha. Someone in the comments, Nate Daniel, wants to know if you saw the E-Heart interview from 15 Minutes of Fame.
I just watched it the other day. I wasn't even gonna watch it because I feel like every time I battle, it never fails. You got your E-Hearts, you got your B.A.R.R.S hopping on, doing their interviews. They never give me credit, so I was like, I'll just check it out. So I checked it out the other day, but it was not surprising. Right. Nothing new.
Gotcha.
Well, you're considered one of the queens. Like most people say that E-Heart is the queen of the ring. Like a lot of people actually give her that. But you and 40, are the queens of the ring also. You know what I mean?
Right.
So doesn't it matter that you battle E-Heart, or does it matter to you?
It doesn't really matter to me, but I've always told myself like I feel like my toughest opponents in battle rap would be Official, 40, E-Heart. That's the list. Like everybody knows who's gonna be their competition, you know? So I figure like if I can handle these girls, I don't think there's no one else that I can't handle, you know? So I've already battled Official and 40. So it's like, yeah, E-Heart's there. So she may be someone that I gotta face next. But if I don't face her, I mean, it doesn't bother me either.
Being as though, as you stated, you have like, you know, more so come back, but not really come back. Is there anyone that would kind of make you not so much stay, but, you know, sort of come back again?
Like I said, if I take another battle, I think it would be, that's what it would be. It would be E-Heart, because I like to give myself competition. So, you know, people say like, oh, you know, Couture don't punch, Couture's not bar heavy, but I can still hang in the ring with these girls who y'all say are, you know?
Right.
40 bars, Official. So E-Heart, if she won the nicest, I mean, I think I would prove myself.
Gotcha.
And I've already proven myself, so.
Gotcha.
So now with the 40 battle, how do you call the battle?
I give it to me. And I'm sure she would give it to herself.
Right.
But yeah.
Why would you give it to you? Like what made you say I beat her in this way or that way?
Because I feel like I brought it all. I feel like I brought bars, I brought performance, and I brought a clean performance. 40, she was good, but I feel like she struggled more to get through her rounds. And I'm glad she was able to. So therefore, you know, it didn't mess up the battle for the supporters or whatever. But I feel like she struggled more to get through her rounds, and I just feel like I put on more of a show. I feel like I gave the supporters more of their money's worth.
Okay.
So,
do you feel like you have any losses?
No, I don't feel like I have any losses. I may have debatables. I don't think anyone has killed Couture.
Gotcha.
No.
What would you say was your greatest debatable?
Everyone says Jada Ray. Wow. Me and Jada Ray, and I feel like me and 40 probably be like that situation all over again.
Gotcha.
What's the best 40 you've ever seen?
The best 40? I'd have to actually go back and watch. I mean, a lot of the battles that I've seen from her recently, she's been stumbling a lot lately. So I would have to, I think maybe 40 and Bonnie.
That was still a goodie, yeah.
Yeah, probably 40 and Bonnie.
What's the best Couture?
Huh?
What's the best Couture?
The best Couture? I don't know. Y'all would have to tell me that. I don't know.
Sometimes, you know, y'all know, like, this was my best performance. This is the one I was happiest with and, you know, thought you did great.
A lot of people say with Jay Smooth, but I say the battle that I enjoyed the most was probably when I battled Norma Bates. Because, you know, I usually have, like, the poker face, but I caught myself, like, you know, laughing, having a good time with it. So I think I enjoyed doing that battle. But people say my performance against Jay Smooth was one of the best there, so.
Was it Norma that you did the Freddie and the Jason and all that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How could you not enjoy that battle? You couldn't hold a poker face for that one.
Yeah, I had a good time doing that.
Yeah.
Was there any point in time during your battle with 40 where you felt like, I got this shit?
No, just basically when I seen her like trying to focus, I saw her trying to remember her lines a lot. So I knew that she wasn't as prepared as I was. So like when I take on a battle, I try to take it when I actually have the time to do it. I don't try to like, you know, give y'all no half-ass work. Like I'm at work right now doing this interview.
Right.
But
I appreciate that too, just for the record. Right. Definitely appreciate
that.
That.
So I'm usually really busy. So I try not to battle when I have a lot on my plate. And I actually did this time around, but you know, Debo was really persistent. He was persistent, and he told me he would not leave me alone until I gave him the yes answer. So, you know, I just made it happen.
Gotcha.
Glad you did, though. We definitely had a good time that night. So
I'm glad y'all did.
Is there any left? Like, did you is everything you spit in the ring? Was that it? Did you have any extra clip or something that I might use if she says this or does this? I'm gonna keep this on the hip.
I had a lot of stuff. Like it's weird. I had a lot of stuff that I wrote that I didn't use, and sometimes it sucks when you go back and look at it. But it's like you have a time limit and you can't squeeze everything in. Once you start like spitting your rounds out loud and you're timing yourself, you're like, dang, it's like the time really, it might seem long to y'all, but when you're writing your material and you have so much you want to say, the time is not like originally, we was going 2:30 and I had to hit Debo and say, no, we need the full 3 minutes,
Gotcha.
So yeah, so there was a lot of things here and there that I left out, and then things that I had to add in,
Gotcha. Do you personally feel that you are the queen of personals? I don't, but others do.
I don't know. That's what they say. I don't know. I just do my research.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I can find out whatever I want to find out. So I guess, but I don't know if I'm the queen of personals. I don't always use everything. So
I think it's the way you do what you do that people give you that. You don't just have the personal, like, you have the props and stuff that it just
yeah
enhances everything.
I think I make the personal stand out more. I think I use them. I use them really well. Yeah. So I mean, I don't mind having the title.
Yeah, somebody else just said DeAndre Henson, she is the queen of personals, but he said accurate personals.
Do you think it's cheating?
So, all right. So, y'all watch battle rap. Everything that's said, battle rap is entertainment. Everything that's being said, y'all know, is not real. If it was, half of us would be locked up because we're all, gun busting and everything else.
Right.
So, at the end of the day, it's entertainment, but you mix the truth with entertainment. Like everything that's said about me, obviously it's not real, but it's expected because it's entertainment. Obviously, like my kids are not ugly or bald headed, but it's like it's entertainment. It's what y'all want to hear. Y'all want to hear me be disrespected as well as my opponent. So that's what it is.
Hey, we got 40 about to chime in. Are you all right with that?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, I got to work this thing out here. So.
One thing I like about you, you've never been accused of having a ghostwriter, or have you?
No, I don't. Not that I can. No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Excellent. What made you want to more so become an artist? Like, who did you see or what did you hear that made you feel like this is my lane, this is what I want to do?
What do you mean as far as rap or battle rap?
Either or.
I started rapping like when I was really young. Like I have a lot of, my brother's a DJ, like what he mentioned in the battle. So I've always been, my manager's also a DJ. So I've always been around the hip hop scene. As a kid, I hung in the record store every single day. That's where I hung at. Okay. So it's like, I just always was around it. So I was always interested. As far as battle rap, I wasn't really interested in it, but Ruckus, who's my manager, he really wanted me to try it out, so he kind of convinced me to do it, and I just started watching it, and it grew on me.
Hey, gotcha. 40, can you hear us?
It looks froze.
Hold on.
Hold on, I think I hear. She said, "Hold up."
Yeah, and I think. What about music? Are you doing music?
As of lately, I have music that I want to put out, but I haven't been in the studio, so that's what I'm trying to get to now. But it's all about squeezing it in my schedule. But before I got into battle rap, that's what I was doing. It was all music. I was doing shows and just doing music. And then since I started battle rap, and I became the battle rap title. But I just have I just need the time to get into the studio to drop what I have, and I also need beats.
Gotcha. So if anybody has beats,
yeah,
they can reach out to you. What's the plug? How do they reach out to you?
Email 401 Couture, COUTURE @gmail.com.
Gotcha. If anybody has beats, reach out to Couture. And we have another queen in the palace.
40 say hi to Couture. Couture say hi to 40.
Hey, what's good?
The queens of New England. 40.
Facts.
How do you feel now that the battle is over with?
I'm relieved. I was so fucking, that battle was so aggravating and stressful. Like, battle rap is so stressful to me. I'm glad it's over, to tell you the truth.
Gotcha. What made it stressful?
For me, writing's a serious thing. Like, it gets very intense for me. You know what I mean? So, it's just a lot trying to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna say, like what people haven't said before, like, you know, your approach with things, like to prop or not to prop. Like,
Right.
it was a whole bunch of shit. You know what I mean? So, it was
Gotcha.
extremely stressful for me. I'm not gonna front.
Okay.
Do y'all think it might, like, see, Couture, you don't battle as much, and 40 battles a lot. Do you think it's easier for you to write opposed to 40 because, you know, she has a lot of material that she's creating, but you're not?
No, because honestly, just like what she said, battle rap is stressful. I can definitely agree with that. So no matter whether I'm not battling consistently, it's the same feeling. Like when you gotta battle somebody, you know, you want to come with great material. It's like we put ourselves on a platform to be judged, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it is very stressful.
Gotcha. And 40, in terms of the battle, how do you call it?
You know, I'm not there. I won. It's not too many times y'all gonna get an I lost out of me. And,
Okay.
I'm a to keep it all the way fair, like, you know, I'm one of those people. I'm a braggadocious kind of person. So if I feel like I fucked, it's not the case. Like, that's not what it was here.
Right.
Do I feel as though I won the battle? Yes.
Gotcha.
Would yeah.
Okay. Would you two ever consider teaming up and doing a 2-on-2?
I don't have a problem with that, but I don't want to be the person who says yes first.
I dig it.
Like,
I dig
nah. Like,
Nah,
fuck out of here. Like, it doesn't. I'm a cool person. I'm whatever.
It's been mentioned. I think it'd be dope being that, you know, we are representing New England.
Yes.
No, I definitely wouldn't be against it.
Somebody would be in serious, did I say serious trouble if y'all teamed up to do a 2-on-2.
I agree.
I think that would be a dope ass performance, and I feel like I'm definitely here for it. I think a lot of people would be here for it personally.
Now, are y'all, like, y'all didn't go out, hang out after the event or anything, you know, or have y'all ever hung out? Or has it always been just battle rap with y'all?
Nah.
Me and we've never even had conversation.
Yeah,
even at like previous events, you know, besides, I can't remember what battle was. I think it was when she battled Bonnie. Besides the mutual friend introducing us, we've never had conversation or words like ever.
Would that make it harder if y'all were actually seeing each other and cool and buddy and then y'all had to battle each other? Would it make a difference? Would it have made a difference?
For me, it does. I learned that, like, that's like that buddy shit. It takes a slight edge out of, for me, like, I'm not, you know what I mean? For me,
Mm-hmm.
it's easier when I don't know the person. It's a lot more, when it's impersonal to me, and, you know, it's easy for me to be more cold, or it's easy for me to be fucked up or say whatever I need to say to get the dub, versus if I know you, or, you know what I'm saying? It's different. Like, fuck, like, I don't want to go there because I know, you know what I'm saying? It's different. So for me, it's a lot easier if I don't have a rapport or a relationship with the person to say what I need to say to them.
Gotcha. Okay.
Was there any time in the battle that one of y'all, like, after the other one was like, oh shit, she cooking right now? Like, I'm gonna have to make sure what I say next is just as crazy. Did y'all have that effect?
I felt like that in her first round. I felt like her first round, she had a pretty solid first round, I think. And I don't know, cocky shit. I feel like that's the only time that I felt like, damn, like, don't bullshit. Like, after I spit my first round, I wasn't happy with, compared to what she did. You know what I mean? But going into the second, I just told myself, like, just make sure you're on your shit. I think.
Okay.
How about you, Couture? Was it anything like, she hit you in the stomach and caught you with a blind side, and you like,
No, like she said, she came back. She came back swinging in the second round. So obviously, I do my third had to be strong. So.
Gotcha. Did either one of you want to go first or second, or it didn't matter?
I prefer to go. I usually like to go second because I like to hear what the person's gonna come with.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it kind of gives you like, just gives you a sense, like how you asked earlier. Was there bars that's left out? So if you kind of like can hear what that person's gonna come with, you can, choose what you want to use. And yeah, I just think it puts you at somewhat of an advantage. And at the same time, if you go first, you can kind of get out some shit before your opponent. But I do prefer to go second.
Okay.
40?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Like, and for me, like, it always gives me a second to get like my bearings together. Like, you know what I mean? As far as just, yeah, I prefer to go second. I was gonna try to take a strategy with going first with her with Couture, as far as doing my whole like, like you steal bars or you're a liar. I was gonna structure that honestly all in one round, but to me it got too wordy. Like it didn't have enough movement in it, so I kept moving my rounds around. That's one of the reasons why I kind of stumbled. I kept moving my rounds around. I wasn't happy. I know what I wanted to say, but not how. So
Okay.
I figured if I went first, it would discredit her first too. But when I moved it around, I was happy I got to go second. I'm not gonna front. I prefer to go second.
Gotcha.
Did you have anything left in the clip? Like, did you spit everything you wrote, or did you have any extra?
Nah, I fucked up in my third round. I had to I was supposed to end it all like what these bitches do for views, like a whole scheme, a view scheme, like that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
A few other like little flips and stuff like that. That would have just made sure I ended my round more cleanly. I feel as though that kind of took points away because I did it and my round is clean. But I guess it'll just be a matter of, what you prefer in that round to me. You know what I mean? So.
Gotcha. Okay.
And like I asked Couture, when you got the call saying, you and Couture finally happened, where were you at? Like, how were you feeling?
That's a good question. I don't even remember. I don't even remember. I'm not gonna front.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Debo kept saying like, he kept saying like, yo, keep March open. Like you're battling a lot. Like keep March open. I got something for you. And I'm like, what? Normally I can, kind of figure out what it is because we've had spoke about it or it would have been in the works before. But it was kind of a surprise a little bit. But yeah, it was. I don't remember where I was at or whatever it was, but I was excited. Like everybody was excited about this battle. Like I don't think I ever tried to downplay it or anything like that. I think it was a dope situation, so
Right. Did you feel the need for in terms of, I guess, with this being a Couture battle, to performance wise do something differently, like possibly have somebody or an antic or a prop or whatever it may be?
I thought about doing like a whole prop. Like I thought about so much stuff, but I'm gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And no disrespect to Couture, I feel like that's what she does. Like she's good at what she does. And I feel like the minute I tried to step out of my box or what I'm good at, then it started getting corny. You know what I'm saying? For me, the shit I was coming up with, it might have been funny for a second, thinking about like, oh, yo, I should do this, haha. But then I'm like, damn, do I really want to structure around that? Do I really want to risk like, nah. I feel more comfortable with, even though people might have wanted to see more from me or, they were like, yo, we want to see a different 40. I don't know what kind of different 40, but
right.
Even if people wanted to see something different from me, I was way more comfortable with doing what I do best, which is, rapping. Like, doesn't mean I can't stand to step up my performance, make no mistake.
Right.
But all in all, like, yeah, I was happy with my decision to be true to who I am. You know what I mean? Like, that's not my lane.
Gotcha.
For either you, can you rate the level of how difficult it was for preparing for each other?
I mean, I don't know how to rate it, but like this, I think 40 was my toughest opponent. 40 and official 40 and Official have been my toughest opponent.
Gotcha.
Okay, you said those two are the ones that you said, you know, if I can get with them, then I'm good.
Yeah, 40 Official and ER, I think the toughest lyrically. So
Gotcha.
that's where the challenge is. 'Cause I mean, everybody knows I can perform and all that, but if I feel like if I can keep up with someone who's lyrical, then that's what the real challenge is.
Right. 40?
No, I definitely can agree. I definitely can agree. She probably was my probably to date was my toughest opponent. Especially as far as preparation again, because I don't think I've ever been so unsure as to how to approach a battle. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think this probably was the toughest battle for me to prepare for. I'm normally very sure in what I want to do, what I don't want to do. And this, I'm not gonna front, like this battle definitely kind of had me trying to figure out what the fuck was the best way to approach it. And again, not like no cocky shit, no insecure shit, but just like, you know, I know I can rap, that's not a problem, but I also know like this was a lot more was on the line for this. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot more was at stake. So this was probably my hardest battle to prepare for.
And then once they announced like we was battling, just like the feedback, like people going crazy over it, I think put more pressure. Like I didn't know they was gonna go. They was going crazy. So I was like, dang, you know?
Yeah.
So that added a lot more pressure to it.
Do you both feel like this was a battle that should have happened some years ago, or do you feel like it happened when it was supposed to?
I think this was a good time.
Okay. Gotcha.
I think it happened too. I don't feel as though like since maybe like what like QB and Hustle, like when has there ever been like a female battle that was like really anticipated? I know people want to see me versus Official. People want to probably see Couture versus people too, but ultimately, like she said, when it dropped, it was like, oh yeah, like we have been wanting to see this. This is something that could, you know, help save the culture. I was seeing all kind of shit, like so much shit was attached to this battle in a good way. You know what I mean? So I feel like I think it was the best time for it to happen. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think it was a dope time for it to happen.
Gotcha. I see YO is in the building as well. E Heart has actually just tuned in.
Uh-oh.
Is it you?
EOQ.
So there were a lot of battles that more so took place, and there were a lot of, you know, new girls, up and coming girls. Anybody stuck out to either one of y'all? Any dope performances, anything like that?
I didn't catch any. Like I said, as soon as I walked through the door, we was getting in the ring.
Gotcha.
So I missed everything before us. But I mean, I heard feedback. I heard like Mulatto did her thing, and I thought she was hot already. I know that I think she just needed to like find herself in the ring and get comfortable. She was like, you know, stumbling a lot. But so I'm looking forward to catching it on YouTube.
Okay.
Is there anybody that y'all like in your daily watching battle rap see some of these young girls be like, yo, she's got it, like she might be next?
Those new girls are fire. I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, but when I went to the date too, I went the next day. I got there kind of late, so I missed a couple battles or whatever. I went to try to put like a name with some of the faces and stuff because I've been seeing the girls on the pages. Those new girls are fire, and you know, I feel like a couple of them like have the it factor like I haven't seen in a while. Like I feel like the new class that they have that's coming up. I hate naming people because I feel like I'll forget somebody who I told was dope and then, yeah, bitch, why you ain't mention me? But you know what I'm saying? But I feel like, and you guys know I don't say shit to just be. I feel like I really didn't see, as far as the new talent, I didn't see anybody that wasn't popping that night. Like no bullshit. Like everybody did their thing.
Okay.
Those girls are fire. Those girls are fire.
Gotcha. I had asked Couture this earlier, but 40, did you feel like regarding this battle that the odds were more so against you or in favor of you?
It was weird. It was weird. I'm used to going to battles like it's always different. I'm not even gonna say I'm used to going to battles because I'm gonna tell you, no, it switches every time. This battle, I kind of felt after a while like the odds was against me. I kind of feel like people are tired of me being regarded to as the queen the most. I'm not gonna front. Like I kind of feel like they were waiting for her to like Couture. I keep saying her, sorry, like for Couture to. I know, cause like you're on the phone. That's rude. I feel like people was like waiting for me to be dethroned. You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, I lost to Jazz and stuff like that, but I don't feel like it did what people thought it was gonna do to me. So I feel like, you know, yeah, going into this battle, I wasn't necessarily, I didn't have the advantage sometimes like I normally do.
Gotcha. And it's funny because I feel like regarding this battle, I actually thought Couture was the underdog. I felt like 40, like you were sweeping the polls. A lot of people were more so in favor, and not Team 40, just more so a lot of people. But that's a dope look, I think, for the both of you. Anybody in sight coming up for either one? Well, I know Couture, you stated, you know, I guess you'll see. But 40, anybody coming up or in sight?
I'm about to drop a single next week. And no, I don't have anybody immediately on my radar. Thank God I'm taking a little break so I can get a few other things done that I've had on hold for a while. But
Gotcha.
no,
You dropping a single? What's the name of the single?
Nomad.
Nomad is the name of the single?
Yeah.
Are you shitting me?
Wow. I promise you, it was supposed to drop like to, you know, catch the momentum of this battle and stuff, but shit didn't really work out the way it was supposed to. But I'm not gonna talk, you know, it didn't really work out. But yeah, it'll be mastered and everything in time for me to drop next week.
Okay. Yeah. And I know Couture, you also have a clothing line.
Yeah, I'm still getting, like, you know, it's just getting started. I started a clothing line called B.A.R.R.S, and it's for kids. So I'm just getting started. You can check it out on IG, B.A.R.R.S Apparel, and on the site to order is BARRRS.etsy.com. So it's like right now I got a lot of custom tops for kids. So, like, you know, fresh kicks come out, I got something to match. Like, you know, every kick come out, I do custom orders. And then for the summer, I got like joggers and fitteds dropping.
Dope. Okay, now for the people that don't know, spell B.A.R.R.S for them.
It's spelled BOUJEEBRATZ.
Gotcha. And one dope thing I want to mention, I had actually hit you up because I saw a shirt that you had and it said, it was like one of those old school things like, you know, do you like me or do you want to go with me? Yes or no. And I said something along the lines of like, can this come with adults? And one thing you did say is that it can be custom made and that it can be made for adults as well.
I didn't even know that was you, but
that was me.
Yeah, so like my main focus is the kids right now just because like it's inspired by my kids, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely looking to branch off towards, you know, adult stuff. It's just I'm just trying to get this off the ground still. And it's been a good start. I've been having like a lot of orders coming in. I actually had to like stop doing all orders just to focus on this battle.
Dig it.
You know, it's kind of messing me up a little bit, but
we need a Wada Tay Pootie shirt.
A what? What'd you say?
We need a Wada Tay Pootie shirt.
Yeah, but it's something I'm excited about. Like, you know, I've been wanting to do for a while, and I'm just finally getting it off the ground. And yeah, hopefully I can have some adult things coming soon.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, I want to say while I still got both of y'all here is that this has been an honor for me to have both of y'all on here at the same time. You know what I mean? Like I know y'all know what y'all done for Queen of the Ring, for female battle rap in general. I know y'all know, but I want y'all to know, like, I just love having y'all around. You know, and I can't wait for either one of y'all to put on again. I love to see Couture versus B.A.R.R.S. You know what I mean? So hopefully that'll happen.
Or that 40 and hustle.
40 and hustle, let's go.
You all right?
No, I'm oh shit.
Do either one of you have any words of advice for the newer girls, new class coming in?
Don't talk to Team 40. The fuck?
I mean, I would just say, do them, like, be their self, because I know I get criticized a lot for, you know, people don't like what I do. They think I do, you know, they feel like I do too much. But I feel like me doing what I do has allowed me to separate myself. So they should just do them. So as much as people like talk about it and, you know, hate it, I'm not gonna stop, you know. So just do you. Do you.
Gotcha.
Separate yourself from the rest.
Yeah, that you have. And 40?
I agree with that, man. Normally I'm not a yes man, but all that, you know what I'm saying? I feel the same fucking way. People talk crazy about me and she's 40 bars. All she got is bars. Well, bitch, why the fuck do y'all watch rap? Why the fuck do y'all fuck with me then? Like, somebody gotta like me for just bars. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I say I ultimately decided to stay in my lane, like what I do best for me. You know what I mean? So I agree. Like, whatever's your niche or what lane you feel comfortable in, you know what I'm saying? The same reason that people love you one day, they'll hate you the next fucking day. So I agree. Do your thing.
Gotcha. One of the things that I've said on other shows about the two of you and a couple other ones as well that I've always respected, and I'll say it to the both of you as well. I respect the fact that you both are from, you know, New England per se, a different area, and that you both have actually come to New York, where I personally feel that the Queen of the Ring crowd can be biased, and both two out-of-towners coming over here have both fucking dominated, created a lane, all that good shit. So I always give it to the both of you. I give it to QB. I've said it with Official. You know what I'm saying? And the West is actually, you know, coming over as well. But with you two on the line, I want to say that that's one thing that I really respect about the both of you. You both do two different things, but you're both queens in your own right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Not a problem. You got one? I'll go. Okay.
I don't even know, it's just fire seeing y'all on the screen.
Definitely.
Right now. You know what I mean? On the split screen right now. It's just fire to me.
Definitely. Anything, okay, so a lot of times, you know, fans, supporters, so on and so forth, you know, they want a lot from you. Like you said more so before, Couture, you know, people want to see you a lot, but life is happening. Same thing with you, 40. But is there anything that you would say to them in regards to, you know, I love you guys, I know y'all rock with me, but, you know, anything in that but, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, if I stumble, you know what I'm saying, like I'm human, whatever it may be, is there anything that you would put in that but?
Right. 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 They're gonna be mad at Couture for not battling that often. They're gonna be mad at me for battling once a month and not being as prepared as I should be. It's like a lose fucking lose. I guess you gotta find some kind of medium in between or whatever. Gotcha. But I don't know. Like you said, people are only human. Like, granted, they see me a lot. Or battles be dropping. I got 2 old fucking kids. Like, I live a life. Contrary to you guys' belief, I do work a full-time fucking job. I do have an apartment to maintain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do have a life, and that's partially one of the reasons too why I'm always trying to get to something else. You know what I mean? Because I have dreams that I wanna pursue. Uncle Ra, you could tell them, Uncle Ra, exactly how ambitious I am. You understand what I'm saying?
Know.
Like, I have a lot of things that I'm always trying to do behind the scenes, and I'm planning a big ass battle rap camping trip. So I'm trying to tell y'all might want to be a part of that. I'll talk to you about that later. But yeah, shit like that. So, gotcha. Yeah, people are human. They have things going on outside of battle rap.
Camping trip. I bring some bug spray. I'm open to that.
Fire! I'm telling you, fire ass fucking lodge. It sleeps like 50 people. It's fire. ATVs, everything, pools. It's fire.
That's what's up. So, what's if you both were more so at the height of your career, like what are your dream goals? Not so much just in regards to battle rap, but just in general.
My goal is to work for myself. Like, see, I'm at work right now doing this interview. I mean, I'm just trying to get to a position where I'm working for myself.
Okay.
Nobody's telling me what to do.
Gotcha.
So, you know, however, whether it's going to be through battle rap or me doing my clothing or, you know, whatever avenue it's going to be, that's just where I'm trying to get to.
Okay. And 40?
I don't know. I guess I'm trying to be to a point. I guess I'm trying to like slave right now so I don't have to work later. You know what I mean? Like, I guess I want to get to a point where I don't, you know, I'm like a weirdo. I want to live like off the grid somewhere and fucking not be bothered by nobody. So that's what my goal is ultimately, working to do that. Make sure my kids are straight so I can hide away from everybody. That's my goal.
Gotcha. Do you feel like in terms of you both being women, you both being mothers, that in the rap field that it's more so unfair? Because a lot of the times, you know, like I know one of the battle rappers from the day 2 card, and she had posted more so that she was running late because of the last minute, you know what I'm saying, the babysitter, you know, I guess didn't come through. So, you know, she ended up being a little late. Do you feel like in regards to you both being mothers that kind of people don't consider that with the men, I guess people just assume men don't take care of their kids, but you know, that they don't have to be the breadwinners or the caretakers per se?
Fans act like you're supposed to be superhuman sometimes, just period. And then the fact that I don't want any extra passes because I'm a woman or a mother, but unfortunately sometimes that does you have to take those things into consideration. What am I supposed to do if I set something up, I'm ready to go, and this person doesn't show up to get my kids? Am I supposed to leave my kids for fucking battle rap? If I pull up to them with them at the event, you guys will call me a hood rat. Like, what? It's a like, what? What am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? It's a lose-lose situation. So the same people who will tell you, don't put battle rap over your kid, you gotta do it. But the same people like, yo, she wasting my fucking money, I'm about to stick it to see her, fuck that bitch, and won't care. Right. Or won't care that you're late, or nobody wants to hear anything. People expect you to be like perfect in battle. It's crazy. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Right. I think they need to take some of those things into consideration. If the person is normally at least professional, I feel like you can tell for the most part with people who don't take things seriously. You have the same people who never show up on time or who miss battles. Then you have people who have that rare instance where some shit fucking happens. Life happens. So I feel like you need to, you know, treat people according to their past behaviors. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Okay.
I got a question for both of y'all. 2 questions. One, Loaded Lux versus A.B.A.R.R.S. How y'all going?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying that because I don't know. I just said it because I was talking a lot. I don't. Verb's not gonna win. A.B.A.R.R.S. I got Verb win. To me.
Oh. How about Cassidy versus Goods? Does that sound good to y'all?
I think Goods. I'm going with Goods.
Goods?
Goods is really good in battle rap. He's really a hard person to beat as far as he's extremely charismatic. You know what I mean? And he can rap, but Cassidy is the rapper. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm not going to try to play Goods. I'm not going to gas Cassidy. I guess
Cass doesn't need any gas in 40.
I'm not gonna discredit Goods because Goods is also a respected MC in this game too. You know what I'm saying? And he's been here for a while. If I had to just put my rap hat on, I'd say Cassidy. But seeing as though everybody says it takes more than just bars to win a battle, I have to say I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If it was just like that, then no. I think Cassidy could wrap circles around Goods if you want to be 110% with you. Gotcha. Doesn't mean that he's beat him in the battle that night. I don't know.
Gotcha. Are there any female battles that you guys would more so like to see in the future?
That's a good question.
I see people saying 40 and Hustle. I think that'd be dope.
Hustle don't bad for me, man. She said she's all set. Now I'm trying to take a different lane. Now I'm trying to take it down. I'm past that. Now I want to whole other shit. Gotcha. That's a dub. I feel like who?
Official been looking like she trying to. I don't know, like she missed in battle rap. So even if she came back, I think that'd be dope too.
That bitch is retired, man. She retired.
Everybody comes out of retirement.
That bitch retired. I would want to, I wish fucking, since I heard fucking Gaddis is supposed to be back, I still want to see like Gaddis and Fit. I don't know why. That's like one of a battle I'd always wanted to see low key. I don't think I've ever really said it, but I've always wanted to see Gaddis and Fit. They're both like, Fit's my favorite, period. But I feel like Gaddis is funny as shit too. And I don't know why I've always wanted to see that, but I think that battle would be funny as shit.
Yeah. I would like that. They both freestyle, you know, both nice, both have jokes.
That shit would be wreck. Neither, you know what I'm saying? That shit would be funny.
Yeah, that would be a nice one. Couture, I see you moving. We're not interfering with your work, are we?
No, we good.
Okay. I don't want you to get fired. We want you to keep the employment, keep the check coming in.
Like you know, my boss, my supervisor, they all know what I do here.
Gotcha.
So you know, they actually tune in. They think it's crazy. Their favorite line is like, "What are you doing here?" Like when they see stuff, they like, "What are you doing here?"
Right.
They don't understand it ain't that serious as they think.
I know that Couture, you said when you came to the battle that you kind of walked right in and you had to take your jacket off. What I thought was kind of fire with the both of you, and 40, your jacket may have been a part of your outfit, but I noticed that both of you actually both came in with like, you know, a jacket or a top coat, but then 40, you took yours off and you had the dress on, and Couture, you took yours off and you had like the shirt and the, you know, pants or whatever. I just thought that was, I don't know. It was like, I don't know. Maybe great minds thinking alike, but you both just got comfortable. Yeah, I don't know. Just something I noticed.
They told me to take my coat off. I was gonna try to keep it on. They told me to take my coat off. I was trying to keep my coat on.
Yeah, people were rooting for the pocket check.
I know. I don't even know what to do at those points. It's just kind of like, all right, y'all said I'm broke. What y'all reaching for? Like, I didn't be stuck. All right.
That's my first time even like ever touching an opponent.
Right.
In a battle, you know?
Right.
Like if I'm gonna do shotgun, might as well go all the way with it.
All the way. How did the prop? I like the fact, and you know what else? It's so funny. That was one coincidence, and the second coincidence, 40 had the 40 ounce of water, and Couture had the smack punch.
Right.
Great minds. Great fucking minds, yo.
If I would have been smart and not so fucking worried about fucking him around, I should have been trying to fucking. But I had no idea. Yeah, she went before me, so I would have been. Yeah, I should have situated that, but whatever.
Yeah.
I should have incorporated that, but yeah.
Go ahead.
I feel like about that battle, honestly, I'm not trying to be funny. I hated that fucking smack punch shit. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny, but I also was kind of relieved because I thought she was gonna come with like some crazy shit, like a real estate agent, like let me put you in your place, 40, like some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that would have been. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, she's gonna come with some like, you know what I mean? So for me, it was kind of like it wasn't as direct as I thought it was gonna be. For the prop that she was gonna use towards me, so or that she was gonna use. Why I keep saying that you was gonna use towards me or whatever. So to me, it was kind of like I wasn't crazy about it, but also to me, I'm not gonna front. To me, I think that's one of the reasons why that prop was debated. I feel like it might not have been as debatable if you didn't use that prop. Don't be loud.
So you feel like the prop didn't work in her favor?
No.
Okay. All right.
I don't feel like.
Do you feel like the prop worked in your favor?
I see some people loved it. Like I seen posts where people say Couture's third round was like a movie, and I see some people who just didn't like it. But that's like all the time. Some people just hate it.
Right.
They hate the props, you know, they just want bars. And then some people, they love it. So I mean, like she said earlier, you can't please everybody.
Right.
But some people, like when I did it, when I started doing it, like I noticed like they was going crazy over it. But you know, people are gonna like it and some are gonna hate it. So
right. I'll speak for myself and I'll say that you both actually gave me what I wanted. I haven't been to many Queen of the Ring events. I've actually seen 40 perform twice. I seen you versus Shayna, and I seen you versus Hart. And I'll say the first time I actually saw you, it was a little surreal, only because I guess just hearing your voice, it was just like, yo, like she's really spitting like in front of me, which I thought was more so dope. And I feel like with Couture, you actually delivered a, you know, I wanted a performance from you. I remember being up here with like Jada talking, you know, and the odds were stacked against you. And I was like, yo, if you got to bring a fucking prop the fuck up, like make this an event, make this epic, you know what I'm saying? Do what the fuck you do. And both of you did what you do. And I love it and I respect it. And yeah, from like a diehard fan, I was pleased with both of you. You both did, you know, what you both do. To me, you made it a great event.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm going to get ready to wrap up and get both of you out of here. Before I do, if you want to let people know what to expect from you, where they can contact you at, all that good stuff, you know, before we go. So either one of you can go first.
Well, follow me on Instagram, because a lot of people say, you know, they don't see too much of me, but I'm always on Instagram. I'm always on my Snap, and both are at Couture401. Like I said, follow my clothing line, Bougie Bratz, BOUJEE BRATZ. And I'm looking to start dropping a lot of stuff on YouTube.
Okay.
So just follow my YouTube. It's Couture got bars.
Gotcha. Will do. Couture got bars on YouTube and 40.
I was gonna say, again, I'm also now on social media all the time, but follow me, 40 Bars Boston, on Instagram. Yeah, I don't really do Snap, but follow my Instagram. I mean, follow my fucking Instagram, because that'll have the most. 40bars.com will be up within the next month. I have Nomad dropping next week, and Foreplay Fanatic on Instagram. I sell soap for you dirty bitches.
Gotcha. You do sell soap. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to look into getting some soap from you, because I recently went back to using B.A.R.R.S soap, and I've got it from another chain or whatever that makes, like, you know, natural soaps and shit. But I'm about to place a fucking order for a Bougie Bratz t-shirt and some motherfucking soap.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Do that.
Will do. So once again, I'm gonna state it.
Hold up.
Ahead.
If y'all need me to promo anything on any this video that I'm gonna probably chop up and put out individually, or in the future, all y'all gotta do is let me know. 40, you already know that. If you need some kind of promo, just holler at me and I'll put it in front of some of these videos, give y'all some looks. All right.
Will do.
Yeah, once again, I'm actually, like I said, I'm gonna order a shirt and I'm gonna give me some soap. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm gonna wash with the soap, put the t-shirt on. It may not fit, but you know, we squeeze into it. But once again, looking forward to what's coming from both of you. We'll be looking out for the YouTube from Couture, that camping trip from 40. I'm looking forward to it as well.
Watch
Once
40
again,
Bars versus Shuni the Rapper. Oh my god, on my fucking YouTube. How I forget that? I gotta stop smoking so much dope. Sorry to cut you off, but yeah,
nah, you're good.
check it out.
I actually saw that. I wish it was a 3-rounder, by the way.
Right.
Is it possible that a 3-rounder will occur?
I mean, I don't think it's out the way. That was just definitely like a little exhibition situation for my event that I threw. So yeah, I don't see why not. I'm pretty sure Shuri would be with it.
Dig it. I would like to see that, because at that same event, Zan and Hart battle, correctly?
Yep. C3 SK. It was cute. It was cute.
Gotcha. Yeah. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, they might be a Shuni and 40 for 3 rounds. Couture, you open a battle, Shuni?
I've been seeing people say they want to see that too. So yeah, I guess I'll be open to it. We'll see.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, once again, ladies, and I mean this from the bottom of my motherfucking heart, because this show is more so in development, so this is early on, so it's not taking anything away from any of the women that have come here before, but I am beyond honored that the both of you actually, I reached out to, you both committed. I respect both of you. Like I said, just because you committed to me, I'm getting me some motherfucking soap and a t-shirt, and I hope everybody else does. As 40 stated, for you dirty bitches, get some soap and put your dirty ass, I don't know, use a fucking soap, get clean, and put on a fucking Bougie Bratz t-shirt after that. But yeah, once again, I thank both of you. I wish you both nothing but the best, and you know, I'll support, and everybody else will continue to support you as well. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. Y'all have a good night.
You too.
You too.
Shit, I gotta